curious on that last possession, what the thought, what you were looking for to get out of that?
Well, we were looking to get Gary a shot at the top of the key, or Keith getting in, and we didn't run it right. I mean, we had a couple freshmen in there, and one of them, we struggled with it, and so that's my fault. I didn't know where Keith was at the time as far as, he was frustrated by turning the ball over, so I thought I'd go to Gary, and we did the right thing, and we just didn't execute it right.
Tom, their defense sort of struggled in that Penn State loss. What was the difference between that and today?
Well, I think they played better defense, and I think we played worse offense. It's like I said about them at our place. I don't think, they don't press, they don't pressure you, and we turned the ball over 18 times. I mean, we had guys just dribbling it off their feet and different things like that. And so, they played good defense, but to rebound like we did and to not get the ball inside that was one of the big game plans. I thought they did a decent job on Nick's, but I thought we could have got it into paint, and he was floating around the perimeter, so that's my fault, not his.
Tom, can you talk about when you see Adrian with the ball there, did you think about letting that break go, or when you see him with the ball, you think about?
No, don't even go there.
Okay.
He was almost turning it over. That's why I called it. I was going to let it go. That's why. But when he took 2 dribbles and there were 3 guys around him, we had 18 turnovers. No, definitely not. Wasn't even. If it was in Appling's hands, I was going to do that, but not in Payne's hands.
I was also wondering, it seemed like you were having a conversation with Hardaway a couple times. Was there anything there?
Nothing.
Okay.
Good player, good kid.
Tom, can you talk a little about, was that the decision with go with Appling on the inbound because of the turnover and his mental?
No. Appling actually was going to get the ball back. You say, well, 4 seconds, but just trust me on it. There was a play that we were going to run, and I think it would have been open if the first guy would have ran it right. The first guy didn't, and it changed and allowed them to switch. And that's the way it goes.
You alluded to it off the top, but how disappointed are you Michigan's not an inside team that they were able to be so effective inside?
Well, I give them credit, but don't give them too much. We didn't throw it in there. We just got away from our game plan. I don't know why. We didn't post as deep. We did not, couldn't keep Payne in there at all. Hitting those 2 threes is a blessing and a curse, because then you start floating around. So we didn't make Robinson cover him at all in the block. And then we get down there one time and they call a charge going sideways. I thought that was a question mark, but at the same time, when he's never in there, I don't blame him. So that's totally on me. We did not. They did a good job of fronting Knicks, but we did a poor job of getting the ball in there and staying with the game plan that we had.
I also meant Michigan getting it inside, though.
Yeah, well, they did get it in there some, but that's Burke. When he gets to that free throw line, he's inside of it. He's more effective. But if you're talking about points in the paint, probably 40 of the 44 were on fast break layups and dunks. So don't get confused with post moves and points in the paint means, if they score a layup or they score down there, if it's on the break or if it's in the half court, it's the same thing. And I think they got a lot of them on the break.
Tom, how big of a mental hurdle was it for you guys at the beginning of the second half when those fouls started to hit one after another, just trying to make sure you stay calm?
Yeah, I don't think we handled that very well, at all. And that's where I thought the game got away from us a little bit, You always look at the end, at the beginning, but I really felt that was a key moment, those first 5 minutes of the second half. And even though the game was close, I think they got some confidence in that period.
Got time for one more?
Tom, talk about their freshman. Stauskas, of course, goes out with the elbow in the first half, but LeVert and McGarry kind of fill in and give them some big points.
LeVert did a great job. I thought he was more aggressive. Usually he's just a shooter. And he was more aggressive with the ball. He did a nice job. And McGarry got some, rebounds, and he hits the one big shot, and he makes the 2 free throws. He's shooting 30-some%. Give him credit, though. He hit them. So I thought their 2 freshmen played well. I thought our 3 freshmen played pretty well. We kind of beat the daylights out of Harris, and he wore down a little bit there at the end. But, hey, they got a good team. They got good players. We again did a pretty good job on Hardaway. We did a decent job on Burke. We made him earn his baskets, and he did earn his baskets. And we did a decent job keeping him off the foul line. We did a decent job of rebounding. So as you said, we did some real good things, but unfortunately, good isn't good enough in this league. and good isn't even close to good enough when you're on the road. So we're going to have to lick our wounds. They earned the victory, and we're going to have to regroup. But there are going to be some positive things I'll take out of here. We did defend some things very well, and I thought it was our offense more than our defense. I'm sure they had something to do with it. I'm sure we had some blame on it. So thanks a lot.